6 months ago, two cars hit head-on I-15 in Millard County. Highway Patrol photos show the damage to the cars that claimed the life of one of the drivers. And these photos show the damage to a young Utah girl who was in one of those cars. Compound fracture to her leg, broken arm, and other injuries. And this is the man who helped her survive that crash. He's also the first UHP trooper who was on the scene that afternoon. In this week's Behind the Badge Officer Profile, the trooper and the little girl are reunited.
How are you? Good. I'm glad to see you.
That's the hug 9-year-old Brindley Jensen has been waiting to give Trooper Colton Freckleton for 6 months. You see, on June 29th, he became one of her heroes.
Everything went black, and then I opened my eyes, and there was this glass, and he was squished and Lyndon was screaming. My arm felt weird because it was broken, and then my leg felt weird, and then I looked down, and then I saw my bone sticking out, and then I started screaming.
The second I saw her, I immediately saw her leg. She had an open compound fracture on her right leg. She would say, "My arm hurts, my arm hurts," and I felt like she was more complaining about her arm than her actual leg, and I was like, oh my gosh, you are just the toughest little girl. You know, I sat there and talked to her for a minute, and then something clicked in my mind, and I knew I needed to get a tourniquet on her leg because it was still bleeding pretty heavily.
He said, "We're going to tie the tourniquet around your leg. We're going to get you to the ambulance."
I wanted to be first on scene and be able to help whoever I can. That was kind of my mentality, is with my EMT background, I kind of wanted to be there to help that person. In this situation, I was there first, and I was just at the right moment, right time.
He pulled me out of the car and saved my life.
A few days later, Trooper Freckleton visited Brindley in the hospital with this gift.
The reconnection at the hospital was just kind of inspired by just, you know, I just wanted to see how she was doing.
Since then, he has remained in touch over the phone with her and her mother until this week when they made that connection once again in person.
It's super cute.
Brindley's stepmother is the one who died in that accident. Her baby sister, who was in a car seat, survived, wasn't really hurt. For more on Trooper Freckleton and his career with UHP, and to nominate an officer for a future Behind the Badge story, you can just go to our website, goodforutah.com/badge.